Then it's Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2. And for Washington, Thomas and Beal teaming up in the backcourt. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Now, here's Thomas. Zeller grabs the board.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And it's Graham missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Brown, good.
Well, Bradley Beal increasingly becoming a dangerous playmaker. What a pretty pass.
Here's Rozier. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Tries it from 9. Thomas passes to Hachimura. It's Brown on the wing. Shot clock at 6. A 3 ball. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Here's Bridges. Following the three-pointer by Washington. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Borrego and I got a chance to talk for a bit. His key tonight, keeping a lid on Bradley Beal. An efficient scorer on all 3 levels, it's hard to take him out of his comfort zone. And we've seen, Kevin, that Beal has become even better as a ball handler and distributor.
Okay, David, thanks. So it's the Wizards now, following the 3 by Charlotte. Here's Hachimura. Lays it up off the glass.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now, here's Rozier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Thomas. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
First one falls for him. And with the 6'8" arm span, Terry Rozier, Doris, plays a lot bigger than his 6'1" height.
Kevin, there is no doubt this is one of the outstanding rebounders from the guard position. He is an excellent defensive player. Scary Terry can hurt you on both ends of the floor.
That one is no good. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside, Beal. Back to Thomas. The kick out to Bryant. The three-pointer, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Rozier against Beal. Pass to Zeller. Inside. Here's Graham. And the Hornets miss again.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Rozier against Beal. Knocked away. Bryant dishes to Beal. Brown against Bridges. Bryant, that's for two. Hornets with the rebound. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Thomas gets the bucket.
How about Isaiah Thomas and his ability and willingness to come up with crucial defensive plays when needed?
Graham surveying the floor. There's the pass to Zeller. Passes it to Rozier. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here is Graham after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. Now, here's Rozier. Bridges passes to Rozier, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Rozier's got 7 points.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Now, here's Brown. He's got 5. Outside Thomas. There's Beal with the 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 6 points for Beal.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Zeller kicks to Rozier. Back to Zeller. Pass to Rozier. There's the 3. That one, no good. And it's Washington the other way. Here's Brown, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Hornets trail by 8. Now Graham, 17 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Pass to Washington. Over Thomas. And it's Washington missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Thomas. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Rozier against Brown. Here's Bryant, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Looking here at some numbers for Beal. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
And it's sent back by Bryant. Beal drives in. Yep, it counts. Beal's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. Now, here's Rozier. His three-pointers off the mark.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
And the first one at the line is good. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, two guys come to my mind immediately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis, who you could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, the Brow has as well. Those are two of the most complete, dominant two-way big men in today's game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Wizards making a switch here. Miles is checked in. To end the drought. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, for Washington, D.C. basketball, they have one title to their name. The champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team, led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
He misses the free throw. And the Charlotte franchise has been stuck in the middle for so long with Kemba Walker leaving this summer in free agency. Greg, is it time for them to hit the reset button?
A rebuild does seem in order. I'm not sure they have the stomach for it, but they need to tear it down to the studs and start over.
And he's good on the second. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Beal can't get it to go.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Batum, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And the versatile wing, Nick Batum, wants a do-it-all score, but Greg, he's started to take less of an active role in offenses lately.
And Batum has been asked to do less volume scoring, but it's helped his efficiency as a player. Now past 30 years of age, you could see his role on teams being similar to that of Andre Iguodala's as he ages in the league.
And the free throw, no good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Smith. The shot, no good. Nice D from Williams. Outside, Batum. Now, here's Monk. Defended by Miles. And it's blocked. Here's Beal. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Down low. That's good from Williams on the assist from Batum.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Poke loose. And here's Batum. Here's Monk. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. The kid just plays with an edge.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? Was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
And he knocks down the first one. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Smith the pass to Beal. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Beal's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And Batum kicks to Monk. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
McRae's checked in for the Wizards. Both good from the line that time. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 5-point game. And the pass to Miles. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's dogged determination by Miles, right? Gets deep inside, works his magic. Go to town, C.J. Miles.
Outside, Batum passes it to Bacon. Biyombo kicks to Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 9, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
1:58 left to play here in the first. McRae passes to Bertens. Poked away. It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Charlotte on D. They trail by 7. Smith the pass to Miles. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Wagner. Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Monk kicks to Biyombo. He dishes it to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Williams. Monk for 3. That one doesn't drop. Smith with the defensive effort. Here's McCray, defended by Batum. McCray, no good. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. Biyombo, no luck.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Shoots it. And the shot no good from McCray.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Bacon. Pass to Monk. To the middle. Trying to get something going. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And being a smaller player is a challenge, but Isaiah Thomas always confident attacking the lane.
I just go in there. I've been doing it since I was a little boy. Like, I've always been the smallest guy out there, but when I get on the court, I feel like I don't see any height. So when I go in there in the paint, I expect myself to score or make a play for somebody else. And then, I mean, it just, other people go crazy about it. I feel like it's normal.
Thomas brings that fearlessness, Greg. He's always played with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and he's got a deep bag of tricks for finishing around bigger players. It's really something to watch.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Wizards team out there.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got C.J. Miles, Wagner out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's McCray, and it's Smith in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Shoots, Wagner, good. And the Wizards lead by 11.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Monk, the pass to Batum. To the inside, Williams. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Smith inside. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
That free throw missing. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Graham. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The pass to Monk. Launches a three. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Bertans got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Monk, the pass to Zeller. Charlotte moving the ball around. Outside, Batum. Williams' shot is off.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, with John Wall sidelined for most of the season recovering from injury, the Wizards are going to need new players to step up. One of them that they hope will do so is their first-round pick, Rui Hachimura. Hachimura didn't start playing basketball until he was 13 years old. He was a baseball player. He's the first Japanese-born player to be a first-round pick in the NBA draft. And he only played a little bit in Japan before he went to Gonzaga, where he starred for Mark Few. And now the Wizards are hoping that he can be a star on and off the court in Washington.
And D.A., you and I were talking that Few really had a nice impact on Hachimura. Thanks for the report.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here is Smith to the right side. Here's Wagner. Smith the pass to Bertans. Here's McRae. Lock at 6. Here's Miles. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The shot by Monk is no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hornets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Graham with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here's Miles outside. That shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Monk dishes to Graham. Outside, Batum. Now, here's Monk. He's got 8. From deep three-point range, kept alive. It's good on the putback. Zeller's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hornets.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Now here's Brown. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Beal. Well, last season we got a glimpse of what a Bradley Beal team looks like as he led the way for the Wizards after Wall went down.
And really, Beal took it upon himself to kind of keep this team moving forward. And it was his best season to date. Career highs in scoring, and also was creating more for his teammates in Wall's absence.
Here's Graham. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Zeller.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Rozier against Thomas. Now Beal. 33 points last game. Feeds to Bryant. Outside for Thomas. Bryant trying to free himself up. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Bryant. Thomas got the lead up to 12 now for Washington. Rozier the pass to Zeller, and it goes down 2 points. Zeller's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Thomas down low. Rozier defending. Beal from long range. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 6th rebound on the night. Rozier against Beal. Pass to Graham. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound, Washington. Beal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the layup falls. Beal's got 15.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And here is Rozier. 7 points in the game. Tipped away. Bridges against Beal. Bridges passes to Washington. Rozier for 3. Washington with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the Hornets with possession here after the basket by Washington. Kicks it to Bridges. Back to Rozier for the 3. That shot, no good. And it's Washington the other way.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
It's Thomas outside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Thomas. And it's Graham missing. Wizards leading by 14. From downtown, Zeller grabs the board.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And it's Rozier missing. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. With the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Beal's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the Hornets call time here. And even though he came into the league at the age of 19 out of the University of Florida, Beal has been a scorer since the get-go.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league as a sweet shooting 2-guard. He has worked his way into being a tremendous playmaker. Year over year, his overall offensive game has gotten so much better.
Washington passes to Bridges. Rozier against Thomas. And there's the feed to Graham. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Beal finds Thomas. Bridges against Brown. Left side, Beal. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Graham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Yep, that one goes. Here's Thomas. Outside, Beal. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Stolen by Thomas. He feeds it to Beal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I like the mentality by Beal. Takes it inside, mixes it up a little bit. Nice.
And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case.
Free throw good, Beal.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And both free throws good for Beal.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now, here's Rozier. He has 7. Monk kicks to Rozier. 5 to shoot. Off target with his 3.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Brown outside. Now here's Beal. Defense right on him, and they pick up 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Monk. Davis Bertans checks in for the Wizards. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Williams has checked in. .103 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Bridges. 6 to shoot. From the arc. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thomas deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Hachimura. That shot no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
You know, what I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bryant. C.J. Miles comes in for Hachimura. And it's Ish Smith in for Thomas. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Washington leading now by 19 points. Beal, and finished off by Beal.
I'll tell you this, when you let Bradley Beal catch a rhythm, turn the lights out, it's over.
Monk with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. On the wing, Batum. Pins the shot with nobody near him. Batum's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
And so it's Washington taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Bradley, great first half for you. Look, we know you come from a football-playing family. It looked like you wanted to establish control in a football-type way in the first half.
Oh, you have to. This is a physical game. You see the refs they call a lot of hard fouls, but sometimes they don't call them. So, I mean, you can't complain about it. You just have to just keep attacking. And these guys are big. I mean, this is the NBA, so you have to be physical and not complain and try to go strong every time you go to the basket.
Bradley, thanks for your time. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
A guy who just continues to improve, Bradley Beal. The shot selection, the playmaking, the rebounding, you can count on him for a lot more than points now.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the 2 spot.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
For Charlotte, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. And that one falls for Zeller. And so Zeller nails both of them. Wizards leading by 17. On the wing, Bryant. He's covered by Zeller. Bryant's shot is off. Hornets trail by 17. Now, here's Bridges. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
An under-control player in close. Even when Bridges is under pressure, he just stays committed to his move.
Now here's Thomas. Brown feeling it out a bit. Bryant, it's a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And here's the break. Here's Hachimura. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Hachimura's got his third basket of the night.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's Rozier. Washington with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Brown outside. Over Rozier. And it's Brown missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Well, Scott Brooks now in his 4th year as coach of the Wizards, and it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him so far in his tenure in the D.C. area. And think about it, guys, under the gun now because the GM who hired him was now let go.
And Doris for Brooks, he'll be doing what he can to get this team back in the playoff hunt.
And I think, Kevin, the area they must address is the defensive end of the floor. Listen, they have thrived offensively under Scotty Brooks. But this team, if you're going to get into the playoffs and thrive, you've got to be a quality defensive unit.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty, missing both. Hornets trail by 17. Now Bridges. Passes to Rozier. They get a hand on it. Here's Thomas. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 7 points for Isaiah Thomas.
But to me, you get concerned if Isaiah Thomas starts to get comfortable on the offensive end. Look out.
Graham with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And it's Graham missing. Wizards leading by 19 points. They double team Beal. Outside Thomas. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Bryant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Wizards have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. Free throw, good. Bryant. Both free throws good from Bryant. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots, and everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 9. Takes the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Rozier's got 12 points in the game.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Out left to the wing. Bridges dishes to Zeller. 5 on the clock. Here's Graham. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Bryant. Left side, Beal. He kicks it to Brown. Outside, Bryant. It's up a 3. Bridges with the board.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Over in the corner, Rozier. Back to Bridges. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Rozier. Rebound by the Wizards. Thomas got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Beal. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, slicing into the lane. Nice take by Bradley Beal.
Now, here's Rozier. 12 points for him. Unloads. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 14 points for him. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. From past the arc, Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Rozier looking around. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Brown. And here we go. Washington fast break. Thomas is running.
I tell you have to respect Isaiah Thomas's physicality. He may have a small frame, but a big-time heart and big-time energy.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one misses.
Isaiah Thomas, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has been an incredible competitor. And you think about big-time scorers in the NBA, he's got that kind of ability.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Wagner, he's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Bertanis comes in for Hachimura. And McRae's subbed in for Brown. And he can't hit the second.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Rozier against Thomas. Out to the wing. Here's McRae. Here's the floater. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Rozier against Thomas. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Washington making some changes. C.J. Miles comes in for Beal. And it's Ish Smith in for Isaiah Thomas. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Bertans. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. He gets that one. And the Wizards lead by 18.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Here's McRae following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Launches it. Zeller grabs the board. Hornets trail by 16. Batum attacking, uses the glass to finish the layup. Batum's got 8 points.
Oh, how sluggish was that defense?
Washington has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Wagner. Dishes to Smith. Here's McRae. Just 5 to shoot. The Wizards have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. Here's Rozier. 14 points for him. Pass to Monk. Fires the 3. Washington with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. McRae passes to Wagner. Over Zeller. Wagner can't hit. Hornets trail by 16. And here is Monk. He's got 10. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 12 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The pass to McRae. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Wizards have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. 15-point game. He feeds it to Zeller. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at numbers for Batum. How he performed last season. Was in at about 9 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
The first free throw is good. Beal's checked in for McRae. And so Zeller nails both of them. Here's Smith. Passes it to Wagner. And they call an illegal screen here.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Hornets trail by 13. Rozier with the ball. 14 points for him. Dunk for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Beal. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Smith against Rozier. Kicks to Monk. Pass to Zeller. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Batum for 3. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Wizards leading by 15. Smith the pass to Wagner. There's the dish to Miles. Rozier with the steal. Batum against Miles. A shot by Batum, no good. Smith outside. Pass to Wagner. From deep, Miles drills it from outside. Miles has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you simply can't give C.J. Miles any room to fire, right? He's always thinking about shooting as soon as the pass comes his way. Just really good anticipation.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 14. Now, here's Monk. 6 on the shot clock. And the Hornets miss again.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And good that time.
And you could see it in his eyes there. Monk was determined to get to the basket there. And even with the contact, stays focused enough to convert the shot.
Here's Wagner. Back to Smith. The pass to Wagner. Shoots. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists now tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Zeller. 10 points for him. Pass to Rozier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now Smith. Pass to Wagner. Excellent D there from Williams. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Washington out in front. They lead by 18. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Travis Berton's out there with Wagner, and it's Miles in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Washington. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Monk is no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now, here is Smith. Bridges with the board.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Hornets trail by 18. He dishes it to Batum. Pass to Monk. Lets it go with a 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Free throw drops for Monk. Washington making some changes. Ryan is checked in for Mo Wagner. And it's Hachimura in for C.J. Miles. The Hornets also with a sub. Graham's checked in. That one misses. And he nails the third.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Beal can't get it to go. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Williams. In the corner, it's Monk. Takes a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Monk's got 19 points.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Smith the pass to Beal. Back to Smith. Over Bridges. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. The first one falls, and Washington making a change here. Brown's checked in. Good on both. Hornets trail by 15. Now the pass to Williams. Here's Monk. And it's sent back by Bryant. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. And it's Smith missing.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
And Beal kicks to Bryant. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Hachimura. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Marvin Williams. No good on the free throw.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Ish Smith. And he sinks the second. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Graham. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his third foul of the game. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Beal. Williams passes to Graham. Shot clock at 5. The 3.
Well, the hustle Thomas gives on the defensive end. You love seeing his activity level.
Beyond the arc. Ball's knocked loose. Hornets trail by 14. Passes it to Monk. Shoots over Beal. The shot by Monk is no good. The Wizards have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Thomas, no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Bryant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Wizards lead by 16.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Graham dishes to Monk. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. And Washington has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Beal finds Bryant. Now Brown. Six to shoot. From deep. The Hornets pull it in. And here is Monk. Over to the left wing. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Thomas. To end the cold streak. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Washington leading now by 14. Pass to Hachimura. Lets it fly. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, my goodness. How good is that pass? When Isaiah Thomas is on the floor, what a leader.
Monk for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Monk's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Hornets. Outside Thomas. Graham with the rebound. Graham's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges kicks to Monk. A shot missing. Great D that time from Beal. Here's Thomas. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got his 16th rebound on the night. That's tipped. Thomas with the steal. To the paint. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
You really like to see Beal getting involved with those passes, guys. He's all about the team.
Graham with the ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Washington leading now by 12. Thomas passes to Bryant. He kicks to Brown. Outside, Beal. Pass to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Charlotte.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Now, here's Monk. The pass to Bridges. Dishes it to Monk. Got a piece of it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Charlotte making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. And Washington has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Passes it to Beal. They double team Beal. Here's Hachimura. Graham defending. Hachimura the pass to Thomas. Clock at 6. Over Rozier. Thomas, that's good. And the Wizards lead by 14.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Thomas. Now Graham. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Wizards leading by 11. Now here's Thomas. Outside Beal. Thomas passes to Bryant. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, you love to see Isaiah Thomas working to get his teammates involved. We know he's a great scorer, but on point right there with the assist.
Floats one up.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Pass to Rozier. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, completely caught his man off guard by going to the reverse. That's one way to make sure the shot doesn't get blocked.
Wizards leading by 12. Outside Thomas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Cody Zeller.
We know this about Isaiah Thomas. The guy has no fear. He will attack defenders inside regardless of their size.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Graham. To the middle. Here's Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw good from Washington. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Thomas, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here's Rozier. Gets an open look and hits. Rozier's got 21 in the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Thomas. Right side, Bryant. Feeds to Beal. Rozier with the steal. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Shoots over Graham. Beal can't get it to go.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
There's the feed to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Now here's Beal. Defense is right there. Pass to Hachimura. Thomas outside. Hits it from three-point range.
We're talking about a well-rounded offensive player. Isaiah Thomas can pass, he can score, and the three-point shot, oh yeah, that's there too.
Beal against Rozier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Bradley Beal picks one up. First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Thomas. There's 1:17 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Beal. He feeds it to Bryant, and that one, good. Bryant's got 8 here in the quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Washington.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Bradley Beal.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Thomas, following the score by Charlotte. And here is Beal. A rebound by Washington.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with the fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Now here's Beal. Graham defending. Beal with it. And so it's the Wizards with the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Bradley, congrats on the win. We saw your parents in the stands and your mom was cheering you on. I know it's much more fun when you win in front of the home crowd and in front of the family.
It's always good to have my parents in the building. I can always hear her no matter where she may be, but she was right on the floor, and she gave me a few tips while I was out there too. So it's always good when my family's there.
Mom always knows best, right? Congratulations on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.